All right, says everyone. Here is me, and I am Yazart. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're cool. Hope all is well with y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My apologies for not being around yesterday. I had a lot of things to handle, had a lot of things to take care of. It is what it is. Thank God for His mercies. Thank God for another wonderful day in Him. Great to have you all back, whoever is here. Grateful for the people who are going to show up. Grateful to have life. Grateful for another wonderful day. So how are y'all doing? Nice to see you're good. Yes, we're all here now. And I'm basically here to continue this art piece you can see right in front of you. I've been drawing this for a bit. So I've been off and on the last few days because I had a few things to fix. And I have been working on those things. So apologies for that. Key things are back now. So let's keep the train moving. Always clock in here 9:30 BST and check in with me, please. So you can see what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and be encouraged. Hope your life is great wherever you are. Hope you woke up on the right side of your beds this morning. I'm really grateful to have you all here. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So basically, I'm looking into continuing this art piece, and previously I was coloring her arm. Okay. Right. The brush seems to be tiny now. Not really sure why it's this tiny. Oh, I remember because I was drawing the fingers. Yeah. So that was something I made a point to do before calling it quits in my last main session, which is not longer available. So basically, the last session I was looking into detailing the fingers with my brush to make sure that I got the specifics of what they're doing, holding hands. Right now I'm going to turn my focus into coloring the rest of her arm and her left arm. That's what I'm going to focus right now on doing. So I'm going to just change my brush to my trusty Sergeant brush. I'm going to also select the color as well. So it's going to be super light, so I need to darken the shade, the color, with a bit more oomph. It was kind of like in the neighborhood of the previous one. It wasn't my intention to not have these colors, but I completely forgot that I had two arms to look into. So I remembered now, so I'm trying to do that and get that sorted out. So wherever you are, I hope you guys are cool, whichever part of the world you are. Thank you for joining the stream. My name is Yazart, as an author. Welcome back. For those of you who are new to this stream, I do this to let people know it's possible for you to do digital art. If I can do it, anyone can do it. All you need to do is get your digital software, bring it up, and then start drawing. Detail of that I'll get into more during the course of the stream. My goal today is to hopefully finish this piece. And I believe I would have finished it well before now. But again, I had a few things to handle, so yeah. I'm still not really happy with these colors. I think the previous one was actually better, to be honest.
Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is
So for those of us who know, it's a learning process. I don't tend to focus too much on what other people think about my art. I just do what I want to do and get it to the level I want to get it to. There's some art pieces I will put extra time to do. Some art pieces I will focus on other things that may not seem to be as important as other things. But I think I have a good color now. As you can see, I'm just going through my colors and seeing which one makes the most sense to use. That's what you need to do. So usually people will get their palettes of colors. They have these swatches they use, and they rely on those swatches to get the colors they want. I've done that in the past. I don't always rely on that, but it's a methodology that is very, very good to use. It gives you consistency, it gives you clarity, and it gives you neatness. Cleanliness. We could all do with a bit more cleanliness. When I'm doing this online for y'all, I don't really focus on those things too much, because I'm trying to show y'all that it's possible that anyone can get into this stuff. Doesn't mean you should do it the wrong way though. But the truth about art is there a right or wrong way of doing art? And art is one pursuit that straddles that perception of expertise, experience, and innovation and ingenuity. So people will have seen arts like something from Jean Basquiat and say, oh, that's rubbish. But then again, some other people saw the art and they saw the power behind what it was doing. And ironically, there are many Basquiats in the world. I'm just gonna check something quick. Make sure everything is where it should be. Okay, making sure my mic is doing its job. You know how I feel about that. I don't like to be talking and the mic is twitched off, so I'm just give me a cursory check. I do mic checks. I like to be extra cautious. I do the same with my art. I do the same with everything. But I'm just trying to let you know that you shouldn't be too OCD in anything in life, especially when it comes to art. Because if you're so paranoid about how your art looks, you'll be so pressed to feel like you need to do things a certain way. People want you to do things. Okay. So I tend to just focus on something I've learned to do since I was a kid. A lot of people have always come up with all kinds of explanation. Oh, your shadows are too dark, you use too many shadows, you use too little shadows, you use too little this, you use too little that. You go up, you go down, blah 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 blah. There's always something people complain about when they see your stuff, because that's what people do that don't really have talent, is to complain. But to be fair, there's a lot of talented people who do the same, so yeah, there's no real escape from people like that except just believing in yourself and standing on your 10, man. Believe in what you're doing, and the rest will follow. God give us those gifts, and it has to be to His glory. So there's no need for you to be concerned about what people think about what God gave you. Because it's just like you were born, and someone has an issue with the shape of your head. It's like there's nothing you can do about it. It's not the best analogy because with skill you can learn skill, but with your body you can't change certain things about your body.
'Cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing. I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces. There's no more to break.
I still think it's a good analogy though.
Wake me up.
I still think people need to believe in themselves, no matter what, and do things in their own unique way, because that's why the world is special. Because people can express themselves and show what they're capable of doing, show their own unique way of doing things. That's what makes everything great and wonderful.
My head.
Hope your day is going well. Hope your family is great. Hope you are great. Hope all is well with you today. Thank you for showing up. Don't forget to visit my website. It's at www.yazat.me. Feel free to go on there and see what you like. You're going to find a lot of stuff. You'll be spoiled for choice. And whatever you do supports me, and I really appreciate the support. Right, I think we're good with this. I'm going to have a cursory glance. Pretty happy with this. So I can go a darker shade. Start from there. Okay, it's actually good. It's not as dark as the previous, but let me just do some layering with this one. And I can go a bit darker. I can call it a day with this section of things. I'm still on the layer that has to do with both characters. I'm still coloring on both characters because the characters are intertwined, so I might as well have them on the same layer and color them there. It is possible to have them on different layers, but I think I prefer to do it this way. It makes my life easier.
Just a ghost inside my head.
Right, so I'm going to select the darker shade now to do some more shading on the hand. They make it look a bit more, give it a bit more volume. Let me see if this makes sense. Yep, makes a lot of sense. That's a great shade to use. Those of you who who love art, like, what's your favorite art piece of all time? I don't really have any favorites. So it's like, I think my own style, my own favorite kind of drawings are different from what people would think. You know, my favorite kind of art is, I don't, every art to me is great. I don't really have a favorite, but I do like comic art. Comic art is something that has influenced, you know, my mindset to drawing very much so. I think comic art is a very, very great foundation for drawing. You want to know how to draw. You want to be good at figures, people, backgrounds, and stuff. Like, do comic art. Learn from the best guys out there and do it. Because when you do it, it kind of trivializes scale. Because you're not gonna think, oh yeah, I'm the ish because I drew this and drew that. But you see these comic guys, they draw a whole lot of stuff on the screen, and they do it like it's nothing. They do it in a very short space of time. They move on to the next panel. You know, they don't sit there admiring their work. They just go. It's very workman-like, very blue collar. That's why I love comic drawing, because those guys used to churn out a ton of work in a very short time, like within a week span. In the old days, they make it. No, it's a week span. No, they have a month to make a comic. Just within a month, they come up with a 24-page comic, fully colored, fully everything, and they're consistent. Like every month, they come up with something, and that's why I love comic art, because there's a lot involved with comic art. To do comic art, you have to be driven. You have to be like someone who doesn't really care, because like you have all these things you have to draw. You're just a matter of time, question of time. You plan yourself out. You know, okay, I can draw X amount of panels, X amount of time, and you have like a calculator in your head that lets you know, okay, this panel might take me longer than this one, but I can save time in this next panel. So they can come up with a rough idea how long it's going to take them to draw something. That's how good comic artists are, in my opinion. They know, they can judge exactly how long it will take for them to do something, because that's what they've been doing. They know their work, they know their abilities. I can't really look down at anyone. A lot of people like to talk about some artists and say, oh, they're not this, they're not that. Like, I think it was Image Comics, like the guy that used to draw. Man, I used to know some of these characters before. It was Image, and basically the guys who came up with Spawn, those comics. And they have Bloodshot and have all those characters, like those guys. And the guy that they don't like his style of drawing, but it's those the nerds. The nerds already understand the process of comics, you know, so yeah, they can be forgiven, you know. But personally, I give everyone their props. If you're able to draw a comic and be consistent at it, and you do this stuff, you know, it's cool. Find it cool. It doesn't mean you get past doing silly stuff and everything. Like every other job can be, I don't know, criticized. No job is beyond criticism, I guess. So it's like making movies. If your movie is good, people will praise it. If your movie is not good, they won't. So just because you spend time making a movie and doing all that stuff, it doesn't mean you're gonna get the praise for it. So it has to do with your own personal desire to improve and your own personal desire. So what people look for a lot of times when it comes to artists is, how much do you improve? How much do you listen to your audience? This kind of comes back to that whole stuff I keep talking about when it comes to companies listening to their fans. The word fans, I use it loosely, but basically people that buy their products. So I got a darker shade again. I feel like I need to layer a bit further. I'm really interested to see how dark it is, but it's fine. So layer it a bit further. So basically, yeah, if the arts people don't like your art, they just don't like your art. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just hope as an artist that you have a style that resonates with people. And there are many artists and comics who achieve that. Jim Lee is one, There's many others, But those guys are like on a whole other level. When it comes to like doing art pieces, some of those guys are up there, like Alex Ross. I don't know if you know Alex Ross, but he literally like paints comics. He has this whole workflow that's really amazing, like getting characters, making them look lifelike, drawing them, and he draws big comics, massive comics, fills them with all these characters. It's like he knows how to draw the heroes as well. It's one thing when you know how to draw, right? It's another thing when you know how to actually draw heroes. I don't think every artist knows how to draw heroes, because you need to know the particulars of that hero. You need to know what makes them look a certain way that people recognize them. How that belt, if they have an utility belt, or if they have a way that their eyes look. You shouldn't be taking artistic license when it comes to heroes. You should just look at the convention and then interpret the convention to the best of your ability. Not going in there and then changing it to fit your own requirements, unless it's something that you feel it would add to the story. It would add to the look of the character, to the mystique of the character. And that's a different thing. Like if you look at the Elseworlds characters, they don't look like the regular conventional heroes. But people love those characters. They love those stories, so it just depends on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. Again, I'm not really an authority on comics or authority on all these things or manga or anime. I don't happen to be in some of those places, and I know one or two things, so I talk about them. Talk about certain influences I've had in life. And the ones that were the most impactful one for me, I think it was comics. I've had access to a lot of arts, a lot of stuff, And I think one of the best, let me think. The best example of art, obviously, is nature, right? So that's my number one place to learn. Just looking at people, looking at environments, looking at the sun, sky, the moon. And I could looking at all these things. It helps to give you an idea as to what the world looks like. And the beauty of art is when you, as an artist, you're able to render your own ideas of what the world looks like. Because if you look at the world, that's the beauty of art, that art gives you a window to the soul of an artist. So when you see an artist's piece, and they try to depict the piece a certain way. When they depict the piece a certain way, you look at that piece and you think, what was he thinking when he drew this? It makes you think, and it's those kind of pieces that are like the most successful, because you do not understand why this person did this. I think that's the big why. That's why companies like Facebook and Twitter and all these other companies that, like Google, all of them exist. They try to figure out the whys as to what people do and why they keep doing what they do, and what the particulars of their choices are, and what makes the people tick, There's few things that gives you an idea, a very clear depiction of what someone is feeling than art. Very few things. One of them is film, right? One of them is music. And arts, everything is art. When I talk about arts, I talk about like drawing arts. Anything they put on the medium, on the physical medium or digital medium, to display to people. It may be mobile, it may not be mobile. There's all kinds of art these days. So people make all kinds of art these days. But the art I'm referring to, majority of the time, is the one that stays in one place. And you look at it and you think to yourself, what am I looking at? A lot of times when I draw, I try to not give too much away. Just draw. And I give you a rough idea of what I'm trying to do, what my thought process is. But I get a lot of joy out of people trying to interpret my art pieces. I just selected the green. I'm done with the hands. And I believe I should be done with my sketch layer, my drawing layer, so I can switch that off in short order. I'll just finish what I'm doing here. If you have any questions, please send me a chat. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to like my lives. Would love to know what you think about things. What's your favorite art piece? What's your favorite thing to do? What do you like to do? Like to watch movies? Read the Bible? Like, what's your thing? Let's keep it PG and we're good. Universal's ideal, we'll keep it PG. Doesn't mean I can't, do certain things, because it's not necessarily a life for kids, but I just think it's better. Make people feel more at ease when you're not always like in that kind of mode all the time. I don't have a one-track mind, so that should help, really. I think I might have lost my train of thought. Apologies for that. But basically, I was basically saying that art is a window to the soul. It's the reason why art pieces are so compelling, and that's kind of what I have in my pieces. I believe my pieces are compelling. Majority of the time, people see me draw, I don't know the certain things I do that are not explained, and I don't really explain them. That's the reason why I keep my style fluid. I don't have a specific style of drawing. So that's the only time I'm going to probably mention it. But I'll tell you that every artist has what it is they put in their art that they want you to see and learn from, that they will never tell you. Just like a joke. When they explain a joke to people, it's no longer a joke. So you have to let people figure it out for themselves. People are very smart, very intelligent, and they're very capable of figuring things out for themselves. It's the same thing when I write as well. I tend to put a lot of things in my writing that's like, what is this? There's a lot of things that are very glaring in my writing, but a lot of things are very subtle. You need to be very, very switched on to understand. If you don't understand, then only God can give you the understanding. Not everything you understand in this world. And the honest truth is that sometimes, even we as artists, when we draw some of these pieces, even we don't understand what the impact of it will be and why it be so compelling to certain people who say certain things about your art. So my point is that you don't focus too much on the clear things. Art is very nuanced. Just like fighting, people see fighters and I think every fighter just wants to just go out there and hurt people, but not every fighter does. If you look very closely at what's going on, you find out that certain things going on and certain things that you don't really see. You're not looking for, but it's there. That's why everything is an art. Life is art, and art is life. That's what I always say. It's open my heart to say, because what is the author of all art? I'm just a recipient of it, and something that I want to use to help people in my own way, my own capacity. Be a light. That people see the power of God's will in their life. Anything is possible. Put your mind to it. That's God's will for you. You can do it. You can make it happen for you. It is His will. We're praying for God's will to be done in our lives and make sure that we are where He wants us to be. At all times. Accept His Son as our Lord and Savior, Yeshua Mashiach. So, just doing some cleanup because I'm gonna take this sketch layer, this drawing layer off very soon. Very close now. Depends on how I finish. I might end my live early today. Well, tell me how your day is going. Send me a chat. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what's good with you. If you guys are okay, having a good time, wherever you are. No matter what's happening in your life, everything can be good. Things will improve for you. You just have to have faith, man. Don't give up. Trust in God. No matter what happens. That's what I do. Okay. I think we are good. And I want to work on him now and see if everything is okay on his side. If everything is okay in his life. It looks really clean. Right, guys, I think we're in an appreciable place. So let's switch off the stuff. I'll switch off my drawing layer and go from there. Right, so let's see what we got.
All the barricades, I wanna know why they hold me back. Need a miracle to break me through, but I won't get back. If I wasn't real, wonder, then I could save me from
Hey,
turning around. Lift me off the ground, and one day I'm free. Yeah, I wanna
pretty good. Even though the lining for the jeans a bit too white, for my opinion, for my liking.
so I can fight away all the pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me. Wishing I could be
It's fine.
so I can be a real one.
It looks great.
If you wanna be a wonder, baby, come and show it. Tell me what you feel in your heart.
So I think I need to do a bit more work with him. And, let me think.
To fix heartbreak, we grew apart. I made a mistake, but I'll try to make it up to you, my darling. Ooh.
I wanna be a real wonder. Heaven lift me up from under. Wishing I could be somehow stronger now,
So I can find a way out of pain inside me. Never be
I don't think I have very much work to do left in these two. This is actually pretty good. Just his hand and then that's it.
so I can find a way out of pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me. Wish that I could be stronger, so I can be a real wonder.
Just looking to see what else I need to work on here. And apart from his hand, I don't really see anything else, to be honest. Let me think. So, let me think. I'll draw the sky, then I'll draw maybe a sun, then I'll draw the clouds, and then that should be pretty much it. I'll do some shading. I'll do shading on line or offline. Pens. Do some halo stuff. Yes, let me think. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get his color again. I'm gonna focus on drawing his hand. So let's do that. First of all, I need to go to my brush. Select this color. Let's see. decent. Think. I don't want to go about this now. Okay. I'm gonna cover this up. This one as well.
So complicated, don't mess it up.
So I was coloring that. Another section as well. Why? One of the reasons why I love watercolor paintings. My favorite styles. Right, so I'm gonna try and outline this a bit better. The pen will let me.
Hand on the wheel, got my pistons pumping, all 800 horses running. Oh baby, 125 in the middle of the night, got my engine thundering. Dream machine, racing queen.
Closing up the holes, making sure I have everything in the right place. Select a different color now. Darker this end. Okay. You guys should go to my website. Check out my novel. It's called The Drummerland Saga, the horror series. I pick it up for a competitive price in just 3 clicks. You'll love it. If whether you're a horror head or not, you'll love it. So just go and buy it. Support me. Let me know what you think of it. What you think about it. That's brilliant. Thank you so much in advance. I'm gonna color her now. In all this, I'm just pressing Alt and clicking with my brush to select the color. Click on the new color. Continuous thing. cloud is increasing in size, seemingly because of the angle that the bottom of the top camera is supposed to be having on them. That's ideally it's supposed to be what it is, but I'm not able to get that because I'm not too bothered. That's just trying to give a rough idea. Too long. I need to use my brush, my eraser. Just cleaning this stuff up a bit. Don't really absolutely have to, but it's worth the while. Working with alt again, make sure I'm in the same color, but there's no blotches, no dead space.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwine, darling, you and I. And my heart beats
Okay, so let's outlining this. I'm gonna select again, just giving it a bit more.
barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is fueling the furnace. I'm up all night. Intertwine.
Okay, I think we're good. Cleaner. I think his hand could be it's a bit more girth. So let's select that.
Beach cold under your control. Just a false echo. I'm a ghost. Never lose my mind in your mercury eyes. I'ma go in blind. You're the reason why.
Select that one now. Giving a bit more detail on this side. So I've added a few more details.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known.
I think that looks much better. We got a better blue for the jeans. Yeah, that's why probably having swatches is a good idea. Well, so we're here now, and I think this looks nice. That's as clean as I would want it to be. I don't need it to be any cleaner. I don't just lose that with the colory look it already has now. Still good, I'm happy with it. So next thing I'm gonna do now is to draw a sky. Draw a great looking sky. We're just gonna do a manual block of the sky mass. Sky. I may likely stick with this. I'm not sure if I will, to be honest. I might use a different brush this time. I've used the Sergeant brush on almost everything here. I used the sketcher to outline their fingers. I've not really touched their fingers since. I don't feel like I need to do that. That's a good blue. Not sure. Oh yes, on top of it. It's all good. Yeah, I need to undo it first. But do I need to undo it? Is this a good blue for sky? I don't really know. Maybe? I think it's a bit too on the nose. Still. That's not a bad blue, actually. That's a great blue. I always say this now before I start. We're like, oh, why don't you use this blue? Blah blah blah. But anyway, as I seem to still have my a good sign. I had my brush. I still have my Sergeant brush, so I'm undecided. I should be using a different brush, but because of it's a big thing, I don't think I should be too concerned. Sergeant brush is like a jack of all trades, master of most. It does a great job everywhere. You guys have watched me get you watch me basically be limited with this brush when it comes to drawing tiny details, so I just jump to different brushes for that. Oh yeah, I was using my mouse before. That's a good way to get uniformity. Using this brush. So when I want to get the uniform look, I use my mouse. You want to keep my graduated look. Makes no sense. If I want to get like a varied look, then I can use my brush. Can't talk today. So basically, I'm just using this brush. I'm probably beginning to regret why I stuck with this Sergeant brush now, but let's go. Patience, patience, patience. Have a little patience. That's a great skyline, ain't it? I don't really know. Looks too kind of blighteny. Colors a bit too bright, too vibrant. Hopefully it works in my favor. All things work together for good to those who serve God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Those who love God, those who are called according to His purpose. So let's see. If you have any idea what other kind of color I can use for the sky, let me know. Let me know what floats your boat. For me, it's this. Turning out to be not bad at all, actually. It's rather nice. I do say so myself. Okay, let's go with that.
Just a ghost inside my head.
This begin to make sense to y'all? Hope it does. That's the beauty of art. You don't really know what you're gonna come up with until you do it. I don't really know what to draw. I have had this image in my head for a while though, so it's like today might be the day. Which is the place? YouTube is the place. Wherever it's the place to put this on, to draw this. So you're welcome. You guys are having a great time. You guys are well adjusted. Hope you're enjoying the live. Let me chat. Let me know what's going on in your head. Don't forget to visit my website, jantyazat.me, yazart.me. We got a horror series called the Dominant Saga. It's a great series about horror. It's two great people in that story. There's a lot of love. And it's pretty much like them against the world type deal. Who doesn't love a story like that? That's like one of the most fundamentally sound stories you can ever read. So I tell you that you won't regret reading that story. A lot of things that they get in that gets to happen against them that is beyond their control that you need to get to be a part of. So please grab it. In just 3 clicks for a great fee. Download it for your own personal use, or you can purchase the book on Amazon. I've also got an album called The 12 Tribes of Yasharala. It's great listening. It's an album you can download it for yourself, personal use. You can also get it for your friends. That's also something that you can listen to on the website too. I also have a trailer for the book available that you can watch. When you get to the site and you click for books, there's a button that says trailer. You can watch that and see cool stuff that's on there on this book. There's also a preview link on the Amazon side of things as well. You can see what the book is about to a very good extent before you buy. Feel free to go on there, see what you want. There's merchandise too. I have art pieces on cups, all sorts of things like phones, art pins, canvases, blankets, all sorts of things. Tote bags, pillowcases, whatever you like is on there. There's also books, stationery books that are beautifully designed that you would love to buy for yourself, for your family members, or for your kids, or even for your friends. I can recommend them to. All the great, therefore they have very competitive prices available on Amazon and in different regions. All the links are there. Just click the one that suits you. Get it for yourself. Thank you very much. When you do that, that supports me. That's something I really appreciate. Okay, so I'm done with the blocking for this. Not really blocking, I'm actually rendering, but looks like a block because it's widespread. It's the whole canvas. So I'm going to see if I can draw clouds. I do believe I have cloud stencils in my brushes. So maybe I'll draw these clouds by hand. Maybe offline I'll look for my stencils and see if I can find them. But I did go through my stencils fairly recently and I wasn't able to find anything. Even though I haven't gone through the whole lot, so I don't really know where they are. So they could be somewhere, just right there, just out of sight. I'm just gonna check. I'm not gonna think about what the best course of action is right now. I think maybe what I need to do is maybe draw them by hand. And if I feel the need to, I can just maybe switch up that layer and maybe look for stencils offline or something. Either way, since we're here to draw, let's draw. So I'm going to draw these by hand. So I'm very much a big fan of stencils, as I've said, but I'm just showing here the basics of drawing. One of my other pieces, I drew everything by hand. Including the trees, grasses, everything, and then offline I added like grass with stencils and other things, make it to beautify it even further. I will be putting these stuff on YouTube soon, so you can literally go on there and see what it's like when the time comes. I'm just thinking now, what's next for me to do here? My approach. I'm going to use pure white. I'm going to have another layer called clouds. I'm going to set up my clouds layer.
Down the rabbit hole again, and as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know.
Righto. So next thing, I'm going to stick with my sergeant brush. I'm going to go white here. Pure white, like the driven snow. I'm going to see what we can do, because last time I checked, sergeant brush is pretty good for drawing clouds, so let's go that route just for your sake, and then see how this goes. I believe, yeah, I could just draw the sun and then draw the clouds.
I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Try
I think I should draw the sun first. So it will be on a layer on top of the clouds. The clouds will be below the sun, which means it's be in front of the sun. So let me just see if I can draw the sun first. I can draw the clouds afterwards. It's weird though. Let me just see. Right, so I'm going to select the shade the sun to be yellow.
I'm stuck in limbo. When I close my eyes before going into universe, I think about the moment we were hoping wouldn't end.
Let's see. Okay. Some great shade, I guess. No.
I just wanted an explanation.
It's gonna be yellow. Should just be like light yellow. Let me check again. That's a bit too yellow. It's comically yellow. Let me make it a bit more muted. Still pretty dark. Slightly below the blues. Let me just make it more muted. Maybe I should have stuck with white. Stuck with white and then maybe go the yellow route.
When I close my eyes before going into universe, I think about the moment we were.
It might be better. I think.
Because I never knew it was my imagination.
Right, people, so we're gonna go with a lighter shade of yellow.
I just wanted an explanation.
I think that mirrors the sun better. I think that was actually a good shout, that one. So I have to have it super circular. Sun is supposed to be big as well. Being how big? Big, small big. It's supposed to be fiery, that's not what I'm going for. Yeah. I'm not really great with shapes in this program, to be honest, but maybe I'll just do it by hand instead.
Hey, so this is a little awkward. Things haven't really been working out as well between us, and I think it's time for both of us to kind of just move forward.
Okay, so I'm going to select my sketcher brush. I'm just thinking what to do now, so I'm gonna make another layer. I'm gonna say sun circle. This is how I get ideas, guys. You all get ideas. This is how I get mine. So basically, I'm gonna select a darker shade if that's possible. No, it would be this way. It's gonna be hard to get a darker shade from this position. Be fair. But first is first. If I select the color, let me change my brush. I'm gonna go back to Sketcher. I want to get some definition. I'm going to. No, if I do that, it's gonna be more yellow. So I need something. Let's see. Okay, it's very hard to tell. That's good. Okay. Maybe the brush is a bit too small. I'm gonna increase my brush size. Strange. I sworn I labeled this.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you.
Right, let me check my
You could be mine.
my blend modes and see. It's fine.
That you were trouble, that you were bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need
Okay, so another course of action for me to try would be just to use the same layer and duplicate it. Keep one as a backup. One circle forward. So let me do this now. Much better. So let me see if I can get a lighter shade. It's a slight lighter shade. Still too dark, so let me try that again. Is that better? I think that is much better. Okay, let's go that route. Doesn't have to be noticeable. I think that's actually a good circle start. Okay, I think I'm good with that. We don't have to see, right? Well, that's the idea. Right, so next thing now is to do clouds. Let's go to clouds. Clouds should be in front of the... I'm gonna get rid of those other layers now. Maybe not. Maybe I just... I have to... Just trying to unclutter my desktop. So I'm using this ATM. Now I need to go back to clouds. I believe clouds in front of the sun. This is what I wanted. I go back to selecting my white. It would let me sometime this century. Okay, it's actually saving. That's nice. Yay. Okay. Going back to my Sergeant brush to twist it. To go back to it again. I need some discipline in life. And that's what the Sergeant brush does for me. Is it gives a lot of discipline to my drawing. That was bad, I know, I get it. Right, so moving on. We'll see what I need to do next. What's next? Okay, so I need to draw my clouds, have my white selected. I'm seeing some patches of the cloud here, which is not ideal. It's a bit too white. I can always mess with the opacities, I guess. Clouds. Yeah, be careful with these lines, as you usually see that when you're looking at the horizon, not when you're looking straight up the clouds. This is not a horizon line. This is them looking straight up at the clouds. So that's fairly different. And actually, I think the white complements this scene better.
I need a second to take a breath, to keep me guessing with what you said. You're in my head.
Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if there's any suggestions you have. Tell me what you would want to see going forward. I believe I'm kind of getting close to finishing this now. So we've had a relatively long life, so thank God I was able to spend this much time doing this. So you guys can actually hear my wonderful voice. Hope you guys are cool. Once again, my name is Yazat. I'm an artist and author. I hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing. Let me know what you think. Send me a chat. Follow me. Like the live, please. I'd love it. That supports me. It gives things greatness when I'm doing this live. This live is a live of greatness with great people who always support me on this live. I really appreciate having you guys around. It makes things fun. It's always good to have a community behind you who believes in you and who can teach you things too, because I like to learn as well.
So complicated, don't mess it up. Feeling frustrated, it ain't enough to fix it up.
Yes, this is going relatively well. So let's just do a few more things here and I pretty much good to go. It's like I'm looking at something I'm confused about. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem on my end. I think when I blocked, when I blocked, I should have avoided the characters when I was coloring around them, because the characters are using the same blocking, so that's going to be a problem now. It means I have to re-block the characters. That's always nice. So having said that, I need to find a different brush. I'm going to go in and then I'm going to have to do some blocking so I can bring them back to life. Because now my stuff is kind of showing through. That's not kind of what I want. That was never my intention. That was never my friend. So these kind of things happen. And I forgot that when I do a general block like that, when you try to color, you don't try to color like those characters are opaque. They're not opaque. Because these brushes, as you can see, they're layered. They don't color uniformly. The only time you see that is when you use the mouse. The mouse doesn't have any gradation, you know, when you actually use it. So that's the reason why it's not ideal to use a mouse when you draw, because you won't have control over the lightness or the hardness of your brush, and you won't get those kind of beautiful strokes you need to get to enrapture your audience. Yeah, there's no biggie. I'll just go in. You can see how this looks now. You see how the characters are kind of looks very painterly, looks very professional, right? I laugh because, yeah, I say professional, but they go like, oh, he thinks he's professional. It's like, yeah, I'm a professional. When I say it, it's like, oh, they think this is something I'm trying to be funny at and stuff. It's like, no, it's like, you can actually do it. That's the point of what I'm trying to say here, is that everything I'm doing here you can do for yourself as well. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just go in and you do it. You do it. But I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I'm liking. I'm liking this kind of look, this kind of like muted look I'm seeing. I think it fits more in line with the actual look of the scene, if you ask me. This is the kind of stuff they have, like, what do you call it now? Unexpected consequences. However, I will probably still do the blocking anyway, just to say, okay, I've done the blocking. Chances are, no. Maybe I will just finish this stuff offline and say ciao to you guys right now. Don't bother you guys with the detail of this. There's a lot of stuff that comes to drawing and being consistent in your drawing and having a certain kind of look. Some people will class it as boring. I don't class it as boring, I class it as life, you know. In life you always get challenges. In life you always get things happening that we don't expect to happen. The irony is that I still intend to actually do certain shadings on these characters because of the sun and the way the sun is. I haven't really done an art piece where I had to move it to another day, so it might turn out that I might end up spending all my time today. So that's actually a good thing. So let's celebrate with the I won't say bubbly, but kind of, yeah, I would say that. I would say like a cup of water. Let me just start here. It starts now. It starts here. It starts now. Character block. Now I'm gonna select. What color do we select? Select. I like the gray. The gray gives it a bit more muting compared to white. So I'm gonna block. I want to block with gray compared to white. Let me get something else. Different brush. That's supposed to be in a different place. I believe it is here, unless I'm wrong. All right. That's not a bad gray. But the issue is it's a bit wavy. It's wavy. Yes, I think drawing on top will be better, and I can shove it below. I can always change the hues if I need to anyway. So let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do my cursory one. I can go DL'd a bit later. As you can see, this brush very opaque, so I can get a certain aesthetic I want without worrying about certain things that should not be happening. If I didn't explain it properly, I was trying to explain it again. So basically what's going on is this art piece doesn't look the way I need it to look, because my blocking, typically when I draw characters, I will block those characters, and I think in this instance I should have blocked my characters only, not the whole thing. So this instance I should have blocked my characters, not the whole thing, because I need to draw behind my characters. That's why I went wrong in this whole process, but it's all good. I'm doing it now. It shouldn't take me too long, hopefully. For the end of the world. Not yet, anyway. Right, so making sure I am saving my work at all times. This is what I am doing. Make sure I have everything covered. Checking to see sounding. Some other things. Okay, everything looks fine. Let me just get on with things. Looks fine. Let's go. Make sure I'm not coloring my actual characters. That would really suck. Speaking of coloring the characters, because of how important this layer is, I need to make it back up a bit. Right, so I'll put that in the group.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to characters stuff. Trying to make sure I get everything where it's supposed to be. Make sure I keep track of what I'm doing so I don't have any regrets later. Not a big fan of regrets.
Don't wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips.
I need to get it right the first time, so I'll have to come back to this again. So just do this one as well. Just joining me, this is Yazat, artist and author. I'm just doing this art piece to let people know it is possible for you to draw digital. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here to do this. It's God's will, and God's will is great. So happy to have you all here. Enjoy the life. Should have probably been finished now, but I just saw that I've explained this already, but basically things were not exactly where I needed them to be. So yeah, if you need more clarification, let me know in the chat.
'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost.
I'll say it again happily. I'll power it again. Okay, let's see. A little bit too much. Too much of a muchness. Too much of a muchness. Not enoughness. Okay. You know, the funny thing I'm thinking here is that maybe I should just leave it the way it is. Maybe I'm overdoing things which I'm fond of doing. And I like to talk about here. I just like to just do things, blah blah blah. But I just left this alone. I think it looked good. However, therefore it is, I like to have exact control over things. I don't want things that are beyond my control. So wherever God gives me that control, I take it, make the best of it.
You're just a ghost inside my head.
Good. Let's see. Try to cover everything as much as I can, safely as I can. Try to keep my brush big so I don't waste too much time. Tiny scribbles. I need them to be as bold as possible so I can just get them done once and for all. So those of you who use digital, like, what's your favorite software and why? Why do you like to use that software? What's your setup? if you use digital. Traditional artists, part of the reason why I do this as well is to let you guys know that you can move from traditional media to digital. If I can do it, you definitely can do it. I don't consider myself anything close to the best. I just feel like, yeah, it took me quite a while to get used to digital. And yeah, so that's why I say if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. Because maybe you have a natural talent for it, you never know. You never know how God has planned these things. So my point is that you can find another way to express your skill. You don't have to just rely on one way. I know there's multiple ways in the physical to express your skill. There's sculpturing, there's woodworking, there's using all sorts of things. There's also like the drawing media. But there's many ways to express yourself. Another way to do so as well is in digital. You have the advent of AI as well. There's so many things going on right now that you could probably take advantage of that you might enjoy. Just let you know that it's possible for you to do so. You don't have to overthink it, is my point. Just get stuck in, get your software, get a mouse if you don't have anything else, play around until you get like a graphic pen. There's very many types of graphic pens. The ones that have like the matte looking ones. You just have a mat and you have like a plastic mat and a pen with a plastic mat with buttons and a pen. You don't need to have anything elaborate to start with. Don't feel comfortable before you get your Wacom Cintiq. I wouldn't advise you to start off with that. I advise you to start from the very beginning, like you're using your mouse, play around with your mouse. Then you can get yourself a graphic pen. Garden Variety graphic pen. And go from there. I think we're kind of done here. Much. All this seemed to become a problem for me because the last thing I did now is problems. So I think we blocked it enough. Right, so what I need to do now is wait for it to finish saving and then I can move this block to the back. You guys are enjoying the life as much as me. You can clearly see I'm having a lot of fun here. Having too much fun here. Both these lives are full, having fun. Okay, now I need to do now is drag this below my layer and voila, I guess. That looks closer to what they had before. So now it's blocked. And that's that. So what was I supposed to do now? I have a bunch of things I need to do. I usually do this stuff offline. Maybe I should just keep it offline. I still have some time, so I might as well do it on here. So let me think. What would be the first thing I want to do? I'm going to start with some shading. This is going to be an overarching layer. So this is like my finishing layer. So this piece is more or less done. On this overarching layer now, I'm going to add some extra details. I don't usually bother myself with much, and I'm drawing to the very end. I can be bothered to do them, and I do. Otherwise, just leave it like that and move on with life, move to the next piece. I have no issue doing, as long as I'm happy. Wait, I was thinking, what's it called again? Let's say overarch shade.
I'm falling up, I'm falling down from the sky and from the ground. I burn bright just like
Overarch, let's say overarching. That's really long. Let's say overarch shade. That's just my own terminology. I don't have to use that term, but I think it gives me an idea what it is. I guess I'll come back in 10 years. Just look at this piece. Even though if I rarely do, unless I have a purpose for it, then yeah. Unless I have a distinct purpose for it, I don't feel the need to come back to look at something. My project files. It makes you wonder, like, what do you guys do for like archiving and stuff? Like, do you archive your work? Do you delete your work? Do you get rid of stuff? What do you do? What's your format? Because I don't have a format. I think when it comes to this one, I think I use a different brush. I don't think I use Sergeant. Why? I'm going to use the contact Cheetah Out brush. And I'm going to select black through and through. And I'm going to reduce my opacity to something really low. That's a good start. But for life, I can do this stuff for you guys. Ooh, first, I think I'll go to my Sergeant brush. Let's stick with this one, so I'm just gonna some layer in here. It's something I do sometimes and I can be bothered to do it, depending on what I want to receive light from or give light 2 or whatever.
When I close my eyes, me going into the universe again. I think about the moment we were hoping wouldn't end, because I never knew it was my imagination. I never wanted to say what I said, I just wanted an explanation. Never wanted.
So as you can see, I'm shading these characters, and you can guess why I'm shading them. So this is what's realistic, I guess. Yeah. I can look a certain way. I think I'm more or less done on that one. I'm doing too much or something. Okay, so I'm gonna do another overarching. I'm gonna be a shine one. I'm gonna go for a shine layer. It's overarching as well, but I'm not really too concerned about what's below. Overarching, overarch, shine. Okay, so what to do? Use the same brush, and we're gonna select that yellow color. Actually, let me think. I don't know if I do. I don't think I use any. I don't use any opacity for this layer. I'm just gonna figure out what we're gonna do, and we're gonna go from there.
So this is a little awkward. Things haven't really been working out.
Waiting for my stuff to save. And again, it's taking a while for some reason. Let me check a few things first. I need to push some layers aside. I'm pretty much done with the other layers. I think I'm more or less put them to somewhere else. Let's save again. Still not very fast to save. Okay, so let's get back to it. Let me see how much time I have left. Not much time. think my brush is a bit too big for this section. I don't like to reduce my brush because I want to do quick work. It's all gravy at the end of the world. Alright, so yeah, so tapering my brush makes my stuff sharp, which I don't really want.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you.
I don't want to press down. So I'm keep my brush large.
Before all that you put me through, I knew that you were trouble, but I let that you were bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Like have a halo effect on them. Why not?
Don't need you to like.
So as you can see, I'm just putting these shades on them. I don't tend to do stuff like this online, but I just keep it simple so you guys can know that you can do all this stuff on your art piece and digital. It's possible. As you can see, I'm doing it right now in front of you. So you can literally do all these things. You can do it. Definitely can. You just have to believe in yourself, believe in the fact that you can do these things. This should be my end of the life. And finish something. And go here. Okay. Right, so another thing I'm gonna try now is I don't know if I should do on the same layer or different layer. Let me think. Let's go different layer. Do this quickly and then call it a day. Probably will not see this piece again after today. So you will see it in my list, obviously, for you to watch for another 7 days. Other than that, you will not see it. I will not be on this piece again after today, I believe.
All the barricades, I wanna know why they hold me back. Need a miracle,
Now, for this one raise.
won't get back. If I was a real wonder, then I could save me from turning around. Lift me off the ground, and one day I'm free. Yeah, I wanna be a real wonder. Heaven lift me up,
Let's zoom out.
wishing I could be somehow.
Save again.
So I can fight away all the pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me. Wishing I could be stronger, so I can be
Taking a sweet time. Okay. It's too small. This is where Sergeant Brush may be more useful, because this one doesn't react to science when I press it, so let me use Sergeant Brush for this one.
To fix heartbreak, we grew apart. I made a mistake, but I'll try to make it up to you, my darling. Ooh.
I wanna be a real wonder. Heaven lift me up from under. Wishing I could be somehow stronger now.
So I can fight away all the pain inside me. Never be afraid of the fate that finds me.
Wishing I could be
Stronger, so I can be a real wonder.
It's so small. It is small, the other one.
So I can fight away all the pain inside me.
That's better.
That finds me. Wishing I could be stronger, so I can be a real wonder.
That's not good. It's a taper. That's it. Try again. That's bending lights. A lot of light benders. This ain't what's his name? This ain't the firebender, whatever it's called. Not happy with that. I needed to cascade better. And that looks great. Just need a bit of light here and good. Much better. Better. Okay. I was wondering why on earth am I doing this, because that's what's realistic. That's what pertains in real life. You have great sunlight, and that's what happens. Literally. So I will change something here. My stuff can stop saving for 2 seconds. Okay. This is the very end. My stuff is kicking off. Wow. Oh, if I have to do it again, I will. It's no big deal. It'll be.
We're under pressure, we're sinking deep like stormy weather. Can't seem to breathe when you're with me.
So, if this had saved as I planned for it to save, I would have used a blend mode, and that's pretty much it. I use a blend mode on both of these characters. Okay, you know what? Let me see if I can try and show this. I don't want to talk about it. Let me be about it. You know, I'm past my lifetime. Let me try and see if I can sort this out. Yeah, guys, trying to cut it off, but it's taking ages. I probably have to call it a day now, guys. My apologies for that. I don't want to waste anyone's time. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for showing up today. I'm gonna drag this live on. Maybe I'll wait until next week. I'll just think of what I can do after I finish this. I'll just leave it for you guys. Maybe that's what I should have done in the first instance, but it's all good. Also, I'm not super happy as well with certain sections of the raise event. So yeah, if I have to redo them again, that's gonna be fine. So that is okay, guys. I hope you guys are great. You guys are having a great time. Thank you for showing up. Don't forget to go to my website, which is yazat.me, yazart.me. You can get my horror series called The Germanland Saga. It's on there for sale for a competitive price. You can download it in 3 clicks. Great reading, great story. Whether you're a horror fan or not, I'm sure you'll love it. You also have an album called The Clouds of Risharala available for sale there as well. Please feel free to download it for free. But I've also got merchandise on my website as well, available for sale, which I'm sure you would love, with several pieces on shirts, phone cases, tote bags, pillows, pins, all sorts of different things. And got stationery as well, beautifully designed stationery. I do hope that you guys will find something on there that you'd love. That would be greatly supportive to me. I really appreciate you guys showing up today, because you showing up again is very encouraging for me. Thanks for being here. If you're here, please follow me. Please like the live. Let me know how you feel about certain things, and tell me how you feel. And hope you have yourselves a good day. Take it easy. God bless. Ciao.